Whenever I get a new Mac, there are a ton of tiny little changes that I make in the initial setup. I have a list that I go through and I just tweak little settings and do fine-tuning type stuff. I hate inefficiency. I hate wasted clicks. I hate unnecessary pop-ups. All of that stuff. I hate it when my Mac does stuff automatically that interrupts my work. So I get rid of all that, and I've never put all of those into one list before. I'm a little bit self-conscious sharing this because some of them are quite particular and nitpicky, but I love them and I hope you will too. So these are the first 25 things I always do on my Mac. First and foremost, the dock size. I shrink it a little bit because I think it looks better. So you just click and drag from the little divider here and drag downwards. You can fit more stuff on it. And I like that it doesn't take up as much room on the screen. My desktop is usually a mess, so I turn on stacks. You just click on the desktop and then go to the view menu and then use stacks. And it's going to group things by type, so by category. You click documents, you get your documents, click images, you get the idea. The Finder, so whenever you click the Finder normally, it goes straight to recents, which I hate. I want it to go to the place that I actually organize and I actually put stuff into. So if you go to the Finder menu and then Preferences, and then where it says under General, New Finder Windows Show, I always change this to Documents because that's where I keep all my stuff. So now when you click on the Finder, it takes me straight to my Documents folder. So this could be for you maybe Dropbox or whatever else, but you can choose that. The path bar, I always turn this on, so when I go into the Finder and then look down at the bottom here, you can't see where you are. If you go into different folders, you don't know where you are in the file system. If you go to the View menu and go to Show Path Bar, it'll show you exactly where you are on the hard drive. I love this, and you can like drag stuff into these and double click this one to take you back a level. It's great. I always turn on the status bar. This will show you available storage. So if you go into the Finder and then View and Show Status Bar, again down at the bottom here, it shows how many items are in this folder and how much free space you have available on the computer. It'll also show, if you go into iCloud, it'll show how much space is available in iCloud. Now the key repeat rate, this is where you hold down the delete key and you wait forever because it's slowly deleting letter by letter. I don't know why, but when you first get a new Mac, that is turned down way too low. So if you just go to Apple menu and then System Preferences and then Keyboard and then turn up the key repeat rate. I always put it to fast, but then delay until repeat is 1 down from the top. So now if you press and hold delete, it goes much quicker and saves time and saves lives. Text replacement I use all the time. So here if you just go to Apple menu, System Preferences, Keyboard, Text, you can add these awesome little shortcuts. So if I go add, I'm going to make one for my email address, @. Whenever I put that, whenever I do @, it types my email address. So if I now close out of here and then go @, it boom, puts my email address there. Super handy for text messages as well. When you want to send somebody your email address, you just go @, it comes up. You can also type fist bump and it makes fist bump. That's because I programmed that in there in advance. Trackpad force click. This is where you press hard on the trackpad and it does an extra click. I hate it because whenever you're trying to drag something, it clicks. It bothers me. Then turn that off. So you go to Apple menu and System Preferences, Trackpad, and then just unclick, force click, and haptic feedback. Nobody ever uses lookup anyway. I think it does like dictionary lookup. We all use Google for that. Now in the menu bar, up in the top here, I like to have certain things. So I would go Apple menu, System Preferences, Dock and Menu Bar, and here I turn on a bunch of stuff. So Focus, I love this, I use this all the time. This is what allows you to mute notifications. So if if you add the little moon and I say it's always in the menu bar, now when you click this, and you can click Do Not Disturb, you can do it for an hour, you can do it until this evening. That just means you're not getting notifications whenever people text you or you get emails or whatever, so you can actually work. Battery percentage, that's also in dock and menu bar. Battery, show percentage, I like numbers, okay. Sound, I just really like to have it always in the menu bar. Same with Bluetooth and Time Machine. So if I go down to, or go up to Bluetooth, I want it always in the menu bar. Time Machine, I want that always in the menu bar. So these are the things that allow you to connect Bluetooth devices. Time Machine will let you see when the last backup date was. It'll show you in gray that, so you can know if your Mac is backing up. So these are huge for me. The system settings, so if you go back to the main grid of system preferences and then you go to sharing, this is a vanity thing for me. I always have a fun name in here. I'm going to make this one M1 Max because that is what this Mac is and it's awesome. 100% vanity. Uncheck Optimize Mac Storage. So if you go into System Preferences and go to Apple ID, this is a huge one. If you uncheck this, then that means that all of your iCloud files are going to download onto the computer instead of having a little cloud icon next to them. So I'm going to uncheck that. What that means is that now all of my iCloud files are actually going to be local on my computer, so I don't have to worry about any time that I don't have Wi-Fi or I'm on an airplane or something like that. I'm going to have access to all my files. And the alternative is you're going to see the little cloud next to your files with the option to download them. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of sanity. And then I always turn off as well the software updates. I hate automatic updates. They drive me crazy, only because I don't want unplanned changes. So if I go into advanced here and then check for updates, then it's not going to be automatically installing anything. I can control that, I can do that myself. I don't want my Mac doing an update and then being offline for a weekend. So that's the system stuff. Screen and sleep stuff, I always go into, again, system preferences, and then I go to security and privacy. I like my Mac to ask for the password immediately when sleep or screensaver begins. Just type your Mac password here. This is just kind of a privacy and security type thing. It means when you walk away and the screensaver starts, it immediately asks for the password. Screen dim on battery. I hate it. I don't like the brightness of my screen to change without my consent. So if I go into system preferences, then battery, and then just uncheck this slightly dim the display while on battery power. I hate that. I always turn it off. So we can check these two here. The screensaver, if you go to, again, to system preferences, screensaver, and then you go to the screensaver setting here. I like it when the screensaver starts after 10 minutes. Again, that's kind of a security lock thing. I also always set up a hot corner in the bottom left of the screen for start screensaver. That way, when I walk away from my Mac, I can just throw my mouse into the bottom left corner. It starts the screensaver and immediately has the screen lock because I set this screensaver lock immediately thing. So that's huge. I usually change the screensaver too. I like the word of the day. The Monterey one is quite nice as well. Sleep settings, this one I usually go to, again, system preferences, battery. I turn this way up to like 10 minutes. Power adapter, I turn this up to like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. This basically just says, when does your screen go black and go to sleep? Who needs battery life these days with our fancy Apple Silicon Macs? For Safari, when you first open it, it has some things turned off that I always turn on. It doesn't have the favorites bar across the top here, so I always go to View and then Show Favorites bar. And I'll add my actual sites that I use onto the favorites bar here. So that's one of the first things I do. And then to be able to use, I use shortcuts, Command 1 through 9 for the favorites. To go, Command 1 takes you to YouTube, Command 2 takes you to the banking, Command 3 is iCloud. To do that, you just go to Safari Preferences, and then you go to Tabs in the top here, and then you uncheck this one here. Use Command 1 through Command 9 to switch tabs. If you uncheck that, what that means now is when you do Command 1, it takes you to YouTube. Command 2 takes you to the banking. Command 3 takes you to iCloud. I love that. I put my most important websites on the bar here, and it saves me a ton of time. And the last two things are, I don't know if you noticed when you go into Safari now and you go to download something, it'll ask you, are you sure you want to download, and then allow. I hate that, so I just go into Safari Preferences, and then I go to Websites, and then I go down to Downloads. And instead of when visiting other websites ask if you want to allow downloads, I always just change this to allow. Some people would say that's a security risk. I don't know, I'm careful. I won't download something that is garbage. I also always go into the notifications section here, and I uncheck this, allow websites to ask for permission to send notifications. This is frustrating. I don't like it. So that's all of them. I've got some other ones that I do for mail, messages, calendar, stuff like that. That'll be a future video. I hope you enjoyed these. I hope your Mac is better. Boom, Mac Epiphany. If you found this helpful and you want some private Mac coaching with me or someone from my team, just head to macinhome.com/booking. We work with people all over the world. We'll help you with whatever is on your Mac problems list, and you will never feel judged or shamed for whatever mess you're in. I'm a little bit